Hey, we're here with my buddy Anthony. He's 1/3 of the winning 3v3 team at Eternal Games. And he played Tenyi Swordsoul, and we just asked for his deck profile, and he said he delivers. So, anything you want to say about the deck before the profile?
I mean, you've got already the big three
no,
there.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay, all right. You have any shout-outs? You know, it's no one ever watches the end of these.
I'm going to save them to the end.
Okay, all right.
Oh, well, no, he wants
to deck profile.
Alright, so I played Swordsoul, Tenyi Swordsoul. Played 3 Moyi, 3 Lone Young, 2 Tai, and I only played 1 Ecclesia.
That's different.
Yeah, it's definitely not standard. My theory behind it was everyone's playing Ash right now, and I only want 1 normal summon in my hand going first. So I didn't want to have like clog with too many Ecclesias, too many Moyis, and too many Tais. So I figured 1 was fine. It never came up, honestly. I wouldn't change it. Unless I add more cards in the deck, then I might bump it to 2 or 3 for more consistency. But that's pretty straightforward other than that. Onto the Tenyis, I just played 3 Adhara, 3 Vashuda, and 3 Asuna. Again, that's pretty standard. I didn't play the Dragon Circle, so I didn't need the Shatana.
Did 3 Vashuda ever clogs? I see some of us that play just 2 of it.
No, honestly, because you want to see a worm with Moyi or Tai, so like they're never really conflicted. Plus, I play Vessel, so seeing any Tenyi plus Vessel is just game. I played the 1 Despot 1. You have to play this card.
How many times did you draw it?
I don't remember. This event
Too
was,
many?
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago.
Draw it once is too many.
Yeah. So if we're going second cards, I just played 3 DD Crow, 2 Ash, 2 Ogre. Those are just it for the hand traps. So I didn't want to draw like multiple of the hand traps that are only once per turn, because I feel like in this deck every card in your hand has to do something, and that's the reason why I only played the 1 Ecclesia, because I didn't want to draw multiple normal summons, because then it's just dead cards in your hand, and this deck can't really afford that.
How'd you feel about main deck Crow?
I really liked it. It was mainly for the Scythe combo. I mean, just to stop Scythe, but it stops DP. It has interactions with every single deck, and
A lot of utility.
yeah, and the deck I had the most trouble with was Prank Kids, and like ironically enough, when they doodle to add back the Pandemonium, you just Crow it, and a lot of the times they don't end with the Pandemonium, so it helps out not having to deal with the double Regeki. Onto the spells, I just played 3 of the Emergence, 3 Emergency Teleport, and 2 Vessel. Again, I didn't want to clog on this card. I honestly wouldn't play anymore unless I bumped the deck count up. But this card's insane in this build particularly, because it helps you push through any hand trap.
It's a disruption as well, going.
Yeah, if you full combo and you can set it, and then if they go into the Rite of Armistice or whatever, then you just activate it and put an Ogre on board, and then it forces them to play awkwardly. For the rest of the going second cards, I played 3 Chalice and 2 Cosmic Cyclone. It was just mainly this. I wanted to stop Scythe. I wanted to be able to play every game, and ironically enough, I didn't play against any Scythe decks, so my theory didn't really work out. But yeah, I mean, we still got first, so I can't complain. And then the 1 of Desires and Blackout. I played 41 cards. I just wanted the most consistent deck in the room, like, because everyone's playing 50 to 60 card piles with like 4 or 5 bricks. Extra deck? Yes?
Yep.
Oh. These are just tokens. I did not organize my extra deck, so this is going to be a little all over the place. Start, I played Double Monk. This extra deck's tight, and I know it'd be ideal to have 3 and it comes up sometimes, but there's just no space for. I wanted to play a second Helki Fibrax, because this always baits a hand trap, and it's always nice to have another one to ensure you can make that combo resolve, because if you do, it almost guarantees you the win.
Shout out to the alt.
It didn't come up, so I don't know if I'd keep it in there or not, but it was just, in theory, it was really good.
Do you play Shaman then?
No, I cut the Shaman.
For the second help then?
Yeah, Shaman just never comes up for me. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong.
Nope, it never came up for me.
But I also played the obviously the Aurora for the help combo. Sorry, my actual it's not organized. I played 2 Chi-Shao. That's pretty standard. For Yang Zings, I played double Baxia. Where's the I played Yazi and Chao Fei. I really like these cards. I would say I could cut one of these. I honestly never make 2, but I'm sure if I do.
In
cut
theory,
one,
you always want to, but
yeah, it just the second one never really comes up. So maybe I could cut it for a 3rd monk, or I don't know. Even the new Swordsoul synchro, the new Long Young synchro. The rest of the rank 8s is just the Draco Berserker. It's just a good generic worm rank 8, and sometimes it's nice because you can make him just to get into your monk. Like if you need to get like a normal monster back on the board, because you can obviously link this into the monk. And then rank 10s, I played Baron, Rudy Rose, and the Tenyi. I love this card. I think this is like the best card in the extra deck, honestly. This card never comes up. That's just gonna get cut.
cut that for the new one then.
Yeah, and then Baron is just Baron. It's a staple in this deck.
Yep.
Insane.
Side deck, I played 2 Bell. So the last tournament I played in, I got top 4. It was a case tournament, and I really struggled with Prank Kids because I didn't play any like hand traps to combat Prank Kids, and I lost to every Prank Kid I played, and it's the only deck I lost to. So I put the 2 Bells in with all the other cards I had, and they just happened to hit the Enchantress too, which really helps, and DPE and
Pretty insane against Doodle and
yeah.
all that stuff.
Yes. And then I played, for a lot of my going first side-in cards, I played 3 Shared Ride, I played 3 Cross Out with the 1 Token Collector,
That's interesting.
and the 3 Solemn Judgment, because Droplet is, it's like the one way to get around Droplet, and everyone sides a Token Collector in against you, so I felt like the Cross Out was needed. I never drew it, so I don't know how good it is, but in theory, going first, like I just wanted to have all these cards to side in, to side out like 10 of my going second cards. And Shared Ride's pretty good against everything right now, especially if they start off with the Enchantress, and then it guarantees you're drawing like 2 to 3 cards if they commit.
Did you get Token Collected at all over the week?
Yes, I got Token Collected a lot, and I never drew cards to get out of it.
All frustrating.
No, it was the worst. And then for the rest of like my back row hate, I just played like Ash, Cosmic, and Red Reboot. The 3rd Cosmic and the Red Reboot. I didn't know if there'd be any Eldritch, but I didn't want to play the Twin Twisters or Lightning Storms. I didn't want to worry about the big guy. And plus this helps with the Scythe. And then this is just good against trap decks. Hits Extravagance. It's pretty much enough to beat that deck. Yeah, and then reboot. That's it for the deck profile. I was player B. My player A guy played Brave Phantom Knights. He carried us. My player C player played DDDs. He also carried me through Swiss. I did bad.
Player B's a good one though.
Any shout outs?
Yeah, I basically just helped them side and made sure they won their game so I could lose all mine. Until Top Cut, I did go undefeated there, so I'm good there.
When it mattered.
Any shout outs?
I'd like to shout out first the man behind the camera, Alex Stoddard, and Cody Casco for doing the deck profile. I'd like to shout out GalaxyBusterTCG.
Hell yeah.
And obviously my teammates and the rest of the Flint and Galaxy Buster community.
All right, perfect. Thank you.